Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. I'm just sitting out here in the grass enjoying this green, soaking up all the energy out here. This is just going to be one of the weekend talks off the subject of food. And there feels like it's appropriate I'm doing this video because there feels like there's a storm coming. So there may be an interruption to move to another spot, but it's all about accepting the energy when it comes and where it comes. Last night, and I'm gonna try to remember to piece a little clip in of when I was sitting outside last night. I was sitting outside on the deck looking out at the most perfect, beautiful full moon. We had somewhat of a clear night last night, so looking out over the valley with the full moon up here and the lights of the city and the airport and the valley, it was just absolutely amazing. I get a lot of, I don't know, I can't really explain it. I take a lot of energy from the moon, and I didn't plan on it. I just actually stepped outside. I'm kind of off the cycle of the moon, and I stepped outside and it was just stunning. So I had to sit there. I sat down at the table, and then it was just so powerful that I had to drop down to the ground and sit and meditate for at least a little while. It wasn't a very long meditation because I didn't have a cushion and it was hard, and wasn't really ready to do meditation. Wasn't my time, but I just had to meditate on that moon, and the energy was incredible. You know, I was thinking about this. I've been thinking about this the last few days as I'm here in this place, and how important it is, especially for me, to be aware of and listen to the energy around me. Now, what I'm talking about here is I've known for some time. Don't get me wrong, that little house where you saw my videos from at the beach in Playa Jaco, it wasn't anything. I liked that house. It was a good little house. It served its purpose, but its time had come, and I knew and the energy, everything was telling me I needed to get out of there. It was time to make a move. It was time to make a shift. And I didn't listen. I was, being lazy and like, okay, well, I'll get a little bit more money, even though to move to the mountains or to move away from a touristy beach is actually going to be much cheaper, even if I didn't have this setup where I was taking care of a place. So, I knew it. I knew how I felt from last September when I was on the mountain in the jungle down there, and I just knew the feeling I had, and I knew it back then. I knew it was time to make a move, and I didn't do anything. I always had excuses. I could have done something. I may not could have moved to that area because I do need kind of a car there, but I could have done something. So, I've been here a little over a week now, and I'm just like, it's just confirming everything. It's like, I don't even know how to quite explain it. I'm happy. I wake up happy every day. I have my solitude here. It's not very noisy. There's a little bit of road noise and whatever, but the air is pure. I'm getting plenty of food. The food's not an issue. That was the only possible thing I was thinking about. Is it going to be easy to get food? And even though I've kind of sequestered myself here and only gone out, for 2 runs since I've been here, it's not like I'm out in the wilderness, so I don't want to scare people away in the future from potentially coming here. Really, all I got to do is go about 100 meters down to the road and catch a bus and ride the bus to the end, and there's a market there, which I might do on Saturday, but we have guests coming on Monday, so I'm not sure. So the food, yeah, I've been thrilled with the food. I went on a big shopping run yesterday and stocked up big time. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I could be getting a little bit more. I don't have my on-hand access of mango. I haven't had as much mango, but I got 4 great mangoes yesterday. I had some last week. I've been having orange juice. I've got my greens. And just everything seems to be clicking here. Haven't done as much yoga as I would have liked so far, and haven't been as physical as I would have liked, because I don't know if I mentioned this in another video, and this makes me look like a real tough guy, doesn't it? I hurt my rib last Friday, second day I was here making orange juice. My hand one that you crank down on is a little difficult and it gets stuck. And I was really leaning into it with my left side, and my ribs are real sensitive. I don't know if that's because I'm so damn skinny now. I never had that before, but I've kind of aggravated my ribs 3 or 4 times over the last few years at this lower weight. So that's something to think about. But anyhow, it's getting a little bit better every day. I'm about to go do a little bit of light yoga. I've been doing yoga. I just haven't really just dropped into it like I would like to here. But everything about this place, and like I say, this may not be the end. When I talk about destinations, I'm not talking about this necessarily. I don't know how things are going to play out here. It kind of goes from day to day. Things can change. And I don't know if this is the exact spot when I say this, but I told my friend yesterday, if for some reason that this house in the mountains was to sell tomorrow and I had to be out of here, say in 3 or 4 weeks, I'm not going back to the beach. I'm not sure exactly where I would go exactly, but it's going to be in the mountains somewhere. It's going to be somewhere at elevation. It's got to be somewhere with good air. It's got to be somewhere where I've got green around me all the time. I'm sitting in green. My feet are in green. There's so much green on this property. I hardly ever wear shoes. I wore shoes when I went out yesterday. I don't even put flip-flops on because there's no need to. I just like to feel my feet in the grass. But yeah, I mean, like I say, I'm downloading a lot of stuff right now. I'm downloading a lot of stuff, and I'm not talking about via the internet. I'm talking about a big download of just knowledge, of information. And more so than anything, I'm not necessarily learning a ton of new stuff as much as I'm just having things that I've known confirmed to me, like locked into me, locked into my psyche, which no matter what happens here, who knows? This could go, you know, I could find an investor to buy this and let me run the show. My friend might end up doing something. We could sell it. I don't know. I don't care. It'll all work itself out. It'll all work itself out. I just do what I do, and trust the universe, God, source, divine to figure out the rest for me. But I know one thing. I've found a new kind of energy, and I will be keeping this energy, whether it's in this exact location or I have to find another spot. I hope something works out here. This place is real sweet. I'm going to do a video. I'm not growing here because I don't know how long I'm going to be, but I want to do a video of the front of our property so you can see, like, I don't know that much about permaculture, but I can think, like, it's kind of on a slant, but I can think this could be perfect for permaculture, or just a food forest, growing your own food. And then this place could really be Zion. It could be a true healing center. I didn't mention that. I didn't finish up that talk that time. When I was talking about a healing center, sometimes, you know, you know how I go. I just spit. Sun came out, light changed, but I think we're gonna go with that. I'm not gonna move. You know, one of the parts that I'd left out when I did that thing about wanting to have a healing center in Costa Rica was the growing of the food. That's a huge part of it. And I got on another tangent and I totally left that out. A huge part of what I want to do is have a property where we are producing our food, producing a lot of food, a good permaculture project going. And then that would be another option for people to come and learn. And, you know, it wouldn't be me. I'd have to get somebody that's an expert in that, but somebody that knows that kind of stuff, and people could come and learn how to you know, grow their own, how to use this, how to apply this, you know, from tree to your mouth to your table without the middleman in there. And then another part of the healing center I would like would be to be community service, or giving back something to somebody in the area, you know, like whether it was giving some of the food, giving some of the profit, which, you know, I'm not looking for a lot of profit. I'm just looking to live, eat, love, do yoga, and help people heal, or let people heal. I ain't got nothing to do with it. It's just like, and you don't need a healer, you don't need a guru. You just need to get in the right place, get the right medicine, i.e. fresh food, and do the healing yourself. But anyhow, I've really got rambling on this one, but yeah, from now on, I will listen to that energy, and I will listen immediately. Because, and I'll finish up with one little last thing. Okay, right, and I could do this. Now somebody might be saying, well, everybody can't do, whatever the energy is, you can't just pick up and go, and everybody can't do that. Agreed, I understand that. I could have left a long time ago. So you do what you can in your circumstances, and I'll always have to do that as well. Otherwise, I'd be probably down in Tinamaste right now, as much as I love it here. Or I'd actually have a car so I could go back and forth and get food hauls. I think I'd love to live here. I'd love to live down there. Maybe a double, 2 locations for a healing center or retreat. But anyhow, sorry, I'm rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and hope you are having a wonderful weekend. I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate you watching and all your lovely comments. Peace.